All right, let's rock and roll, baby. Hello, and welcome to the Rock and Roll Podcast. I am your host, John Harris, and today on the Rock and Roll Podcast, we have WIGNS of Destiny, and they have a new album called Memento Mori, which is released on July 23rd via Wormholedeath Records. Right now, I'm being joined by Anton to share some more information about this stellar release, and also as well, he had some really good things to say about his record label, which is really unusual, Anton. So we're going to chat about everything WIGNS of Destiny and what you guys have got going on. So, Anton, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. Big hugs to everyone. Stay metal, everyone, and thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here and to share some things about the album, also about the label, of course. We all love Wormholedeath. I'm the singer and keyboard player and also producer of the band WIGNS of Destiny. And we just released our 6th album under the name of Memento Mori. It's very deep, and I think we're returning to our roots, following the steps of the first 2 albums that we had. And so far, so good. The album is doing great. We are very happy about it. And right now, we're in between of promotion of the whole album, the whole songs and singles that we have.
You mentioned a lot of things there that I can ask questions about, which is absolutely fantastic.
Go for it. Yeah.
I guess the first question is, you mentioned it's your 6th album, and you mentioned returning to roots. Was that what you guys set out to do? Because when you're writing, album number 6, did you sit down and say, what are we going to do this time?
Well, it's a very good question, actually. We started out in 2013, and we began with an album called Time, and it had a great reception worldwide. We were signed by a German label at that time. We were discovered by a German label at that time. We had this deluxe edition that went through very well, and reviewers, they received it like a surprise. A band coming from Central America. There are not a lot of bands from Costa Rica that are playing this power metal. It's like a aggressive power metal with some progressive sound and a little bit of heavy metal there, and very melodic and a bit symphonic, just a bit. So it was like a big surprise for reviewers to find out about the band that is coming from Costa Rica. It's a tropical country, so nothing to do with metal, really. Tropical, and we're talking about ocean, reggae roots and stuff, right? So it was like a big surprise on metal scene. And after that, we released an album that put us really on the scene on international level, at least in Europe. It had a very big reception. The name was Kings of Terror, and it had like a very big reach. Okay, so a lot of people just heard about the band. And then after that, this label broke, and we were like without any label, so we went to search for new labels and to see the distro and stuff, and we got hooked with Melodic Revolution Records. All good. Nick Antona is the guy. It's a smaller label. It's more independent, and it was like all about progressive music. And so the reach was very little. And we released a short album, Butterfly Effect, that was also connected with changes of band members. So we had different sound there. Same style, but a little bit different sound, and a little bit moving towards more like modern sound and experimenting a little bit with sounds. And after that, we created a conceptual album, Revelations. Revelations was like a really deep and big album, very long, a lot of symphonic elements, and a little bit, some fans can find it very entertaining. Some fans can find it like it's a bit complex. It has like a lot of styles there, starting from power metal, progressive metal, heavy metal, thrash, and even death metal, right? Mm-hmm. So it was like very, something very deep. And we wanted to detox from there, because we went on tour with Timo Tolkki, ex-Stratovarius, and we were like finding the roots once again of power metal, melodic power metal. We changed members once again. And once we entered the studio, we did ballads release. A ballads release was connected also to composing around 5 new tracks and using some old tracks from previous albums and just remastering those. And so it was phase one. And then after that, we said, okay, we need the album that consists all of original songs, no remastering, no going back, right? And we have to like continue the path without looking away or without going away, without going further from our style established in first 2 albums. That's why we have like 6 albums. For me, personally, it's like album number 3. Because we have Time, Kings of Terror, and this album goes right away like a sequence of those 2. And other 2 albums, that's Butterfly Effect and Revelations. It's a little bit complex stuff. And Ballads is the detox album. We're coming out from this complexity and from this progressive thing, and we're going straight to power metal song. So right now, Memento Mori is expression. And the curious thing, all albums that we issued had like special guests, right? From different bands, from some very renowned singers or some very renowned musicians. For example, in Revelation, we had Roland Grapple from Halloween, right? Mm-hmm. We had like guys like from Firewind there. We had several guys participating as producers also. So it was like a transformer, right? Yeah. So this album, we did only members of the band, no special guests, and we just followed the steps of power metal and what we established, and we just went for it. This is what we really see as a good opportunity for fans to know the band. Memento Mori, Time, and Kings of Terror. These 3 albums for me are like top notch. So, and of course, Memento Mori is as the last album, right? So for us, it's very important. And once again, no special guests because, for example, in the previous album, Ballads, we had 7 different participations. We had Mike Becerra, ex-Ingrid Malmsteen. We worked with Timo Tolkki also there. We had Viktor Smolski from Rage, ex-Rage. Right now he plays in Almanet. So like different guys, Henning Bass also. So different guys in Ballads. And in this album, only the band. Only with the band, no special guests. And the whole theme of the band is like about life and songs like very true, aggressive power metal. Let's call it like this. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. And then you mentioned changing labels a few times. How did Wormholedeath get involved?
It's actually a very, very interesting story. I didn't know the guys from Wormholedeath. We were expecting to change the label, and we were like exploring possibilities to go to a big label. And we were like thinking, okay, now we have to present probably our music to Ear Music, or we go to Metal Blade, or maybe AFM. But I had a chance to know Carlo. He's the CEO of Wormholedeath through the band that I also participated, and I still am a member of the band, Oxidize. These guys are from Sweden. Yep. So they called me and they invited me to be part of the band. It's a very interesting band that it's like heavy metal stuff, melodic metal from Sweden. And these guys signed to Wormholedeath. So during some conversations about the albums that we had with Oxidize that were being released through Wormholedeath, I told Carlo maybe I will consider to release some new material from Wings of Destiny with Wormholedeath, because I see they are working very well. They're trying to grow, right? It's not a big label, but it's a label with very good intentions, right? Let's call it like this. It's a good intention of a label. They try to grow, they try to develop, and the team has everything that really matters, right? So it's like it felt right. It felt for me like a right team to really develop with them, because Wings of Destiny is already like established band, but we try to go from the underrated label or from someone like okay, Wings of Destiny, you have like 6 albums. What? I never heard about you.
Right.
So we are trying to get out of this bubble, right, and try to reach once again. This is what we try to do. So Wormholedeath, I think it's very right for us right now.
That's almost a hidden question, or a great question. You know, you've got 6 albums. How do we get out of the "I've never heard of you" bubble? It's almost probably very frustrating when you tell people, my band, "Oh, I've never heard of you. How many albums do you have?" 6. 6? And I haven't heard.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go hang myself now. Like,
No.
I know.
The thing is, the thing about Wings of Destiny, it's a very good question, actually.
Yeah.
The thing about Wings of Destiny is a cult band, man. So we have the following. That's why the band is continuing to grow. You see that there is a fan base. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to break this underground scene, and we want to go like mainstream. So this step is very difficult because there are a lot of bands already there. And what we do, we just want to be heard right now. So I think for me, even though we have like 6 productions, we really have like 3 main albums that you can look through, right? Time, Kings of Terror, and really this album, Memento Mori. So people really are discovering, a lot of people are discovering the band through this promotion of Memento Mori, and a lot of people who heard already Time and Kings of Terror, they are like very happy that the band is once again on the map. We had a lot of reviews coming from Finland, from France, from UK, and people were like, "Oh, great! Once again, Wings of Destiny is putting out the album," and everyone is thinking like, "Oh my God, this is the album number 3," and we were like, "No, man, there are 2 albums in between, and 1 ballads that went very well in Japan." So people are like, "Oh, okay. Let's check out these albums also," and actually the sales are going great of these albums also. But as we said before, we need to break this bubble, and that's why I'm here talking about the album.
That's right, baby. That's why you're on the Rock Metal Podcast today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's a great question, because even anybody listening in right now who is a musician in a band, doing a blog, running a podcast, running a YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's like an ocean of information, right? Yeah. On my side, I was involved like in a lot of projects besides Wings of Destiny. I did Magic Opera, for example, the Italian project that's very, very renowned by now, because they did very well in Japan, and they did very well in Europe also, and Latin America. They did okay. This is like Italian power metal album from the guys from Derdian. And also I participated recently. I did an album with guys from Machine Head. I think Logan Mader was the producer. And probably in next couple of months we'll be releasing on a major label the album. So for musicians, for example, who are listening right now or who are doing this kind of stuff, it's very difficult. You cannot be like all over the place, but you cannot be only in one thing. You have to like really develop and stay very busy and like work, you know. And also you cannot expect that people will hear about your music if you're not promoting really, if you're not like really there, like sending stuff, because it's all about numbers, man. It's like theory of numbers. More people hear about you, more people probably will like you. And if not the same percentage of people that like you, but the bigger amount of people that heard about you. So you have to like really be on spot and like really try to contact a lot of people and really try to put your music out there, because there are so many good releases and good bands, but they're just unknown because they don't have time to promote, or maybe they don't have money to promote, or maybe the product is not there, or the product is there but members, they are not available to really like go out and be available for interviews, for example. This is very important.
Yeah. An interview that I saw with Pitbull on Howard Stern years ago. Yeah. He said writing this music is not the work. The work is
no, it's not the work. No, it's not enough, bro. It's you can have the best album out there, best songs, but it's a big lie that you just have to produce the album. No, the album is like 10% of the thing. 90% is just putting the music out there, man. If no one hears about you, you can stay like a hidden genius, right? Hidden treasure. Yeah, and it's. I'm not on my side. I'm not writing music for myself. It's not a hobby for me. It's not just to write and to be happy with the album. It's not about this, man. I'm putting out the music out there, and it's a very serious band. Actually, Wings of Destiny is a touring band. It's like very serious beast on stage. So we are trying to like really break the bubble. This is very difficult step, we know. But I think the material is there. I think fans, at least the like basic fans are there. But so we need to catch more.
That's right, baby. And then when the world opens up, you can take that stage.
That's it. And we can defend, man. The thing is also to defend the music live, and this is very difficult. So, but on our side, we can. And this is the thing. It's not about computers doing your work. We are not using AutoTune on the vocals. We are not using like special tricks. What you hear is what you get. We can play this live like it's on the record.
Now, that being said, your vocals sound great. Are you just a talented? You're welcome. Are you just talented, or did you just do 1,000 takes?
No, okay, this is a good question. No, it takes to record. I'm a professional singer, man. So I studied also singing, of course, and it's not once again, it's not just okay. Let's go sing out there. Yeah, as a professional singer, I learned in the studio, and I had a lot of time working in the studio, not only on this band, but a lot of other projects, and also as a session musician, you learn how to do it fast, and usually time is money. So usually it takes around 1 hour, 1 hour and a half to record one song with all the backing tracks. So it's not about the quantity of the takes, it's about the quality. So basically the main objective for the goal is about the melody and choosing the right pronunciation and right, let's call it like this. You have to express lyrics, and it's very important also to preserve your own style. I can copy other singers, but we try not to. I try to create my own specific style, and I think reviewers get that, and I like it a lot because they are like, everyone is talking, okay, these vocals are like unconventional, we like it, okay, it's not like Dio, or it's not like, I don't know, any other band, Judas Priest or whatever. It's not like Hellwheel, once again, or Iron Maiden. I'm not copying, I'm just being myself, and on spot, this is the thing. It's all about that.
Yeah. Cool. One other question I had, I know you'd mentioned quite a bit about Wormholedeath, but one of the things that's come up recently, that is not surprising, but bands who've just been burned by record labels, and what is it about Wormholedeath that inspires you? Like, how do they approach working with musicians where you said, okay, I can trust these guys?
Well, you can trust no one in this industry. Okay, but yeah, through time, it's an experience. You have to risk, first of all, in order to go with a label or with some other guys or third parties that are not your own team, not like your employees or your own team who works on the band. When you go with the label, you have to have, first of all, like it's a leap of faith, right? It's like you have to have faith in people, and you have to try and risk a little bit, of course. But through time, and this is the second album we do with them, second album that we released with them. I liked their job with ballads. I think they try to be transparent. I really hope that through time they develop and grow. Without missing this personal custom attention, you really receive attention. You are not put away. When you expect to release the album, they're really there. They're trying to do it. They have the team that tries. So a big hello to Nati. Nati from Wormholedeath. She's a cool person, actually. So she really tries also to communicate with all the necessary guys to make reviews, and really try to send the press releases and press kits. And this is good. and this is what generates trust. And they are open, and we had several calls also with Carlo that always open to experience new things, and they're looking into more people than projects. This is good because at the same time, like we said, it doesn't matter the album that you have. It's about people who you work with, and it's about promotion. And so if the 90% is promotion and people, forget about the album. Don't forget about the quality, of course, because fans will once they're reached, they will want to hear something that's catchy, that is really driving attention to that. But at the same time, in order to get the product there, you have to work with right people. And I think Wormholedeath is like right people, right people, and trustable, and I think serious, right? So far, so good.
Yeah. That's good to
and
hear.
This is what you need, basically, as a musician. This is what you need, man. You need like because we're not. How do you say that without beep? We're not playing around.
Yeah.
I was expecting to say like we're not F around, but we're not playing around, bro. It's not a game. It's not a hobby. It's not like, oh, look what we got here. It's like serious thing. There is investment going on. There's some money there, so you better work with serious people. Either you are losing time and money.
That's right. You're not playing around, but you're playing with fire, baby.
Yeah, we're playing with fire, but we're playing with fire with music, right?
Beautiful. Yeah, it's good to hear because I get asked sometimes, hey, we're looking for a record label. Do you know anybody who isn't a piece of... well, from what I've heard of, these guys sound pretty good, so,
Wormholedeath are a very good label. They're as I told you before, if you try to go, for example, for a new band or for a band who's like us, who's trying to break the bubble and to go from underground to the major leagues, you can either try to catch attention from bigger and major labels, but those labels, they don't give you attention because you have to produce, So if you don't have like a wide, huge range of fans, they will not spend their time on getting you fans. They will spend the time to capitalize on the production. So basically you enter this kind of labels and they don't give you attention that you need. So if that's why I really expect that Wormholedeath will grow with us, because on our side we're having this fan base that allows us to do this kind of things.
Beautiful. Sweet. All right. So Anton, we chatted about the Costa Rican metal scene. We chatted about power metal. We chatted about not using any auto-tune on vocals. We chatted about...
it depends, bro. You can use auto-tune. It doesn't matter. I personally think it doesn't matter. On my side, I came to not using auto-tune in just no time, bro. You just record, and if you're good, if you're a professional guy, if you're not just requiring auto-tune, you save some money there, man.
Yeah. It's very true. We chatted a bit about Wormholedeath. We chatted about the album Memento Mori, what went into it, and the history and the lineage of how we reached this moment in time. And then another big one was the big, audacious goal that you guys have to break the bubble. And
this is the goal, bro. Break the bubble. And this is for us. I really think that main and major bands right now are getting old, and it's very good, and they are very respected. But I think bands like Wings of Destiny have a lot to offer to the table, and we're very competitive. So if you put us on a slot with these bands, let's see what happens. We're not scared at all.
All right. You can't be scared when you've got a death wish, baby, and you are reborn immortal.
Absolutely. This is the message, actually. All this for us, it's Death Wish is the song is about like you better live a short but loving and full of experience life, maybe in one day, instead of living a very long life but without love and without experience and with being alone. So it's like a death wish, So I prefer to burn my life in one day. And Reborn Immortal is about being reborn and coming once again and trying to reach the goal, bro.
Cool. Yeah. Reminds me of the proverb, better to have what is it? A house full of love, then a house full of food but strife, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly.
Yeah.
I personally really, it's very romantic message, of course, and today during the whole pandemic thing, I think we all need a little bit of this, not craziness, but at least try to recover from the fear and really try to get out and try not to spend so much time on the computer, bro, and just to live a bit. Yeah.
As I spend time on the computer right now.
yeah. But we are on a mission, bro. We are on a mission of promotion.
That's right, baby. All right. Well, that concludes all my questions. So thank you so much, Anton, for coming on to the Rock and Roll Podcast today.
Thank you very much for having me, and stay metal. And once again, to all the guys, listen to Wings of Destiny. Remember, Memento Mori is out there, so go search for it.